Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday. Welcome along to EPLW's Euros Daily Podcast. I'm Joe Carter and I will be your guide through Euro 2020. It's a year late, but I can't wait for this tournament. We're going to have a little sideways look with me, myself, Roz, and Mus will be along from time to time. We're going to give you some daily updates, news, a few laughs along the way, hopefully. It's going to be mad bounce, fam. You know, that's alongside me today. The same guy who was alongside me yesterday, and probably the same guy who'll be alongside me tomorrow. It's ranterific Rosaldinho. It's Roz, basically. It's Roz. How you doing, Roz? Are you ready to provide us with some mad bants today?
Yeah, I've just got my morning coffee. I'll have that first.
Yeah, cheers. Morning coffee.
Yeah, you need to try and trigger me if you want to run. That's like the currency.
Yeah, well, I think let's keep it nice and friendly. It's pre-tournament. These are our pre-tournament friendlies. When we get into the tournament and we start debating stuff, especially when it comes to England matches, I feel like we might end up butting heads, maybe. I don't know what the term is, but we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, I think talking about England today, we're not talking about Leeds, we're not talking about Frank Lampard, any of the things that usually piss me off, basically. So it should be fine. I mean, I would say it's all about the country. It's not about any club allegiances. I will even cheer if Patrick Bamford scores. He's not in the squad, is he?
Oh, you're a disgrace, mate. You are an absolute disgrace. Straight in there with the Bamford chat. It's only Tuesday. Kicks off on Friday, the tournament. Yesterday, we took a look at groups A, B, and C. Today, we are going to look at groups D, E, and F. Also, it's worth noting, yesterday, we completely forgot to do something. It's Roz's stat of the day. And he had such a good stat lined up that that we're going to just do it today anyway. So, Roz, nice. What was your stat of the day for yesterday?
The stat of yesterday? It was an Italy stat, actually. I like this one. Because we always associate them with great defenders. You've got your Franco Baresi, you've got your Paolo Maldinis, Cannavaros, players like that. And it was that actually this younger Italy side that we were talking about, where Mancini's kind of cut the age, have actually kept 7 clean sheets in a row.
Wow.
So I'll just go through those. They won their last. So it was, where was it? It's a couple of days ago now, wasn't it? The
Czech Republic game. It was Saturday, wasn't it?
Was it last week?
Yeah, it was Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, right, yeah. So they won that one 4-0, kind of comprehensively. But they've also won... They won the game before that 7-0, then 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 4-0. Is that more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Oh, no, yeah, 8. So I've got my stat of the day wrong. That's good.
Roz's stat of the day is going brilliantly so far. So 8 games, what's that, 720 minutes? Can you think of anything that's 720 minutes long?
Films. Godfather.
The trilogy. Yeah, mate. Well, I mean, Godfather Part 2.
Italian.
Which is Italian. There you go. How about that? Now, let's not forget Roz's stat of the day for today. So should we do it at the end of the show or do you want to do it at the beginning?
When it comes, mate.
When it comes. It comes when it comes. Okay, right. Let's get on then to Group D. Oh, Group D. Oh, what's Roz going to do about this? So Group D stands like this. Croatia, Czech Republic, England, and Scotland. So here are the fixtures. Sunday, the 13th of June, not long to go, England, Croatia. Then Monday, it's Scotland, Czech Republic. Then next Friday, you've got Croatia against Czech Republic and England, Scotland. Oh, 8 p.m. A bit of a mistake putting it on that late, I think. And then Tuesday, the 22nd, 8 o'clock again, Croatia versus Scotland and Czech Republic versus England. Those all-important group deciders. Croatia's best performance at the European Championships was quarter-finalists, 96 and 2008, which seems a bit, not good for them, really. They should be doing better than that. Czech Republic were runners-up in 96, and they reached the semis in 2004, so pretty good turnout. England, semi-finals in 96, say no more. They were third in 1968. Scotland reached the group stage in 92 and 96, and I mean, who remembers? It'd be remiss of us not to mention England versus Scotland, 1996, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I think that game in particular is a derby and anything can happen. So we're talking about world-class moments like Gaza flicking it over. over the defender's head and knock it in. But just iconic moments. But I think that game in particular, you've got a sort of everyone sort of writing off Scotland, and in that game they're sort of talking about England just wiping the floor with them. You never know what's going to happen in the derby, so it'll be interesting. I've got a stat of the day, Joe.
Okay. Is it for this group?
It is regarding Croatia, and it is that. Did you know that since 2013, every team that's won the Champions League has had at least one Croatian?
Wow. I mean, like seven of them. Seven of them are Real Madrid and Luka Modric.
Well, yeah, but it's so Kovacic, obviously with Chelsea, just this year, kind of kept that up. And City had no Croatians, so it could have broken it. But
wow, so next year,
out there.
Next year, get a Croatian in your team, and you're laughing. Yeah. Okay, so how do you see this group panning out then, Roz? Be honest.
Head or heart? Head or heart?
Logical. Come on.
I think that England will top the group. I think that Croatia will finish second. I think Scotland will finish third, but they'll go through. I actually think that Scotland-England will be a draw, which will be good for me.
So if you're saying Scotland are third and they go through, presumably we're looking around that 4-point mark, that pivotal 4-point mark.
To be honest, I mean, Scotland are incredible against the Netherlands. They were really unlucky not to win that. We've got some proper world-class players like Andy Robertson, probably the best left back in the world. Kieran Tierney, you will know from Arsenal. Scott McTominay has had a really good season for Manchester United. Just full of kind of that kind of leadership and quality. But they've
John McGinn.
John McGinn has an eye for a goal from midfield.
Scored a bicycle kick, didn't he, in a friendly a couple of months back?
Mate, same old Scotland, taking the piss, But Ryan Fraser, who's probably never been to Scotland in his life. But you've got all these players that are just, they've qualified for the first tournaments in 1998.
So Roz, if Scotland are going to finish third and go through, you reckon they'll get a point against England? So presumably you're saying if Czech Republic finish bottom, Scotland are going to get that all-important win against the Czech Republic?
I would put my house on it.
Okay. So look out for that Monday, 2:00.
Well, I mean, did you see the players after they qualified? So they qualified in the playoffs in a penalty shootout. Andy Marshall putting in a fantastic performance as goalkeeper. But there were players that weren't born when Scotland last qualified for a major tournament. Ryan Christie was in tears.
Wow.
And those Scots are going to be so riled up for this game. I think that game in particular. Czech Republic, of course, have just had a hammering from Italy. 4-0, as we spoke about. I think Scotland won that game. Draw the England one. Probably won't have enough to beat Croatia. But
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So England top, Croatia second, Scotland third, and Czech Republic fourth. Let's look at Group E then, shall we? Here we go. Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. Monday, the 14th of June, is the date for your diary to kick this group off. Poland versus Slovakia, Spain versus Sweden. Then next Friday and Saturday, you've got Sweden, Slovakia on Friday. Saturday, Spain, Poland. That should be the highlight of the group, I imagine. And then Wednesday, the 23rd, Slovakia versus Spain and Sweden, Poland. Poland reached the quarterfinals in 2016 and the group stage in 28. That's the 28? What? In the year 2008. Slovakia got to the last 16 in 2016. Spain have won it 3 times in 1964, more recently 2008, 2012. They were runners-up in 84. Sweden reached the semi-finals in 92 and the quarterfinals in 2004. Who's your player to look out for in this group, Roz? Is it Mikel Oyarzabal, the Basque legend who plays for Spain?
I'm going to go for the slightly lesser known Robert Lewandowski for Poland. This is a really intriguing group. Spain have kind of fallen away a little bit in kind of recent years after that crazy dominance where they won a Euros, a World Cup, and another Euros 3 tournaments in a row. They're kind of rebuilding that side. They've got Oyarzabal, players like that are sort of coming into the fray. You've got a keeping dilemma. David De Gea, Kepa, it's not, in their best form, not had the best seasons.
Unai Simon as well. Unai Simon,
Simon.
the Bilbao keeper, he played in a friendly at the weekend for them. So maybe they're trying out. Maybe Luis Enrique is trying out, different keepers.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think this is actually more the group of kind of what could have been. We're going to miss Sergio Ramos. Why I am anyway. I know he's probably the most hated man in the country, but Sergio Ramos, totally like he's a winner and will go down as a legend of the game. And it's really surprised not to see him included.
Yeah.
But then also Zlatan getting injured. Zlatan, of course, coming out of retirement for Sweden, and it was looking like he was going to play. I mean, Zlatan versus Lewandowski. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? But sadly got an injury for Milan. Sadly won't feature. So their hopes probably put on players like Mikhail Forsberg and Kulusevski. He's had a really good season for Juventus. Juventus haven't had a good season. But
going back to Sergio Ramos, Aymeric Laporte, sort of with his last-minute transfer from France to Spain, because having not represented France, Spain kind of picked up on that and they brought him in, and he could be that missing link.
I wonder what the transfer fee was. Yeah, you kind of feel sorry for Laporte, don't you? Because he's he's brought in, was probably City's best centre half, and now probably their third best behind Stones and Diaz. Had a similar situation in this country where France should have not only so many good centre halves, so many good left-footed centre halves. Really hard to get into that France squad. So yeah, switched allegiances. I'd love to know the transfer fee and be really interesting.
Okay, how's this group going to stand up then?
I'm gonna go Spain, Poland, Sweden.
It's almost like you've had it written down, like you thought about this and wrote it down before.
I know. Preparation. Fail to prepare to fail, as Roy would say. I think I'll stick with that.
Yeah, go on. So, what did you say? Spain,
Poland, Sweden. Outside chance of going through in third. I'm doing this thing where, like, for all the groups, I'm like, the team that finishes third, they're one of the ones that will go through. I guess someone has to get knocked out, but
Slovakia bottom. Okay, and you're saying Poland will do better than Sweden. Interesting. Let's get on to Group F then, the last group of all the groups. 6 groups this time around, remember? And this one is the Group of F. Sorry, the Group of Death. Try not to choke on your coffee there, Roz. This one, the Group of Death with an F. France, Germany, Hungary, Portugal. Oh my goodness, this group is littered with potential finals, semi-finals. Here we go. Tuesday, the 15th of June at 5 o'clock, Hungary, Portugal, and 8 o'clock, France, Germany. Then Saturday, the 19th, you've got Hungary, France, then Portugal, Germany. Then Wednesday, the 23rd, you've got Germany, Hungary, then Portugal, France. Oh my gosh. What a lineup of games for the group stage. France obviously won this twice, 84 and 2000. They were runners-up against Portugal in 2016. Germany have won it 3 times, 72, 80, 96. Runners-up in 1976, 92 and 2008. So they've been in 6 finals. Unbelievable. Hungary were 3rd in 64 and 4th in 72. Portugal obviously won the last tournament, the current holders, 2016. Runners-up in 2004. Semi-final in 84, 2000 and 2012. So a lot of pedigree going into this tournament. And I've got a stat for you.
Wait.
Ronaldo could become the greatest goal scorer in Euros history if he scores 1 goal at this tournament. Is it going to happen, Roz?
I think it's quite likely, isn't it? Well, what group, what team, what a player, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, golden generation. Brilliant, beautiful, wonderful man. Just went into Brendan Rodgers mode. No, I'm really excited about this group. I'm just excited about this Portugal team as well. If you look at players like Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Bruno Diaz, Ruben Diaz, even
Bruno Diaz. Yeah,
Bruno
who's
Diaz,
that?
Andre Silva up front. They've just got kind of quality everywhere.
And they're a team that are doing well, aren't they? Individually for their clubs, they're all doing well. You know, like Andre Silva smashing it in the Bundesliga. You've got, you know, Neves and Moutinho at Wolves, who are basically linchpins for that team. Like you say, Ronaldo, Bruno, Bernardo Silva, Cancelo and Diaz at the back. It is, they've got a scary good team, but so have France. I mean, France potentially, they could put 2 teams in this tournament and they might both make the final. Realistically, honestly, it's unbelievable the depth of talent that they've brought from Clairefontaine to this tournament.
The fact that they won the World Cup, and then it got to about 2 months before the tournament, and they were like, "Do you reckon we'll win?" We'll probably, you know, Kante, Pogba, Griezmann, Kingsley Coman, Champions League, yeah, on the bench, mate, on the bench. And then they went, do you want to make it a short? Yeah, let's bring Benzema back. Yeah, cool. So you've got Benzema on that team now, and it's just outrageous.
They started their friendly against Ireland last week, didn't they, with the front three of Griezmann, Benzema, and Mbappe. That would scare the life out of any defenders. It's unbelievable. I mean, these games in this group are going to be the ones to watch as a neutral. France, Germany, France, Portugal, and Portugal, Germany. I mean, you just feel sorry for Hungary, really, don't you, being in there?
So I've got a bit of an outrageous prediction here.
Oh,
it's that Hungary finished 3rd.
What?
Don't write Hungary off. I think a lot of people will be. I reckon they might get, a frustrating draw out of the team. I fancy Germany to finish bottom.
Hang on, whoa, no. Can you say that again and just leave a little gap after it and just think about what you said?
With more kind of, gravitas.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think Germany will finish bottom of the group. 4th place out of 4 teams. Yeah.
That is unbelievable. That is a crazy prediction. Join us tomorrow for our crazy predictions show. We're going to do tomorrow crazy predictions. Roz has given you a little teaser there, an insight into his wonderful brain that thinks Germany's going to come 4th. The most successful team in European Championships history is going to finish 4th in this group stage.
It's a new era of Germany. They've got, it's Joachim Löw's last tournament. Seems like he's been managing them for about 50 years. You're going to have Flick taking over. But you've just got, I think, players like Toni Kroos are kind of aging. Players like Timo Werner aren't really finding their feet yet. And just watching Germany in a few kind of qualifiers and friendlies, it's that they don't really know their best system. And they've got all this kind of young talent like Kai Havertz. And they just can't really fit in. I mean, they struggled against North Macedonia.
Is that Kai Havertz who scored the winning goal in the Champions League final? Kai Havertz. Yeah. Okay.
But that's the whole thing that Tuchel found assistant work for him. And in all the games that I've watched with Germany, they just really haven't looked up too much. Hungary, on the other hand, that everyone's kind of writing off as the kind of team that would get absolutely battered. I think they could get battered against like France. Maybe Portugal. They've got a few Leipzig players. They've got Schlopperschlei.
Yeah, is he going? I don't think he's going to the tournament. I was just checking on my phone. I don't think he's going. What? But yeah, no, I was looking at the Hungary squad, and I'm not sure he's there. Look, we will confirm that, and we'll find out later in the tournament. But obviously, I know what you're saying. They've got Shalai as well up front, haven't they? Adam Shalai.
Yeah.
I hang on. Look, I can't get this Germany situation out of my head. I'm just going to read you a couple of the names in the Germany squad. Werner, Sané, Kroos, Havertz, Müller, Kimmich, Gnabry, Gundogan, Goretzka, Rudiger, Chan, Hummels, Süle, Robin Koch, one of your favourites from Leeds, Neuer. I mean, come on, how are they going to finish bottom of a group with that team?
4 of those players have had good seasons, first of all.
Hang on. 4? You wouldn't say Bayern...
As in brilliant seasons. Seasons on a par with a Harry Kane or, obviously Kai Havertz got the winning goal in the Champions League final. Ilkay Gundogan had a brilliant season. I don't know. I was counting them. Like the rest of them have had arguably disappointing seasons.
Yeah.
Post Real Madrid,
Okay.
disappointing seasons there.
I see what you're saying. I hear
Yeah,
you. So you're
like, listen to that. All the Bayern players like Kimmich and Neuer. Well, of course they're going to have a good season, but they're playing for Bayern Munich. But
yeah.
it's just one of those things that I have a sneaky feeling that there'll be pressure on them when they're playing against Hungary.
Cool.
It'll be kind of
you know
who
what?
will score the most.
I look forward.
That would be the upset.
I look forward to seeing it pan out. Hungary finishing third, Germany fourth. So who's first and who's second in that group?
You know what? Any other group and Portugal top it, but that France side is absolutely ridiculous. You probably have to say, player for player, big claim here. I would say a better team than the team they had in '98.
Wow.
And 2000. I think player for player, like, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
These players are going to go down as some of the greatest players of all time. Arguably Kante. I mean, did you watch the Champions League final? Stupid question. But dear God, Kante.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So France winning that group, Portugal second, Hungary third, and Germany last. What a sour note to finish on. And well, join us tomorrow. We're going to make some more crazy predictions in our crazy predictions show. So this has been Euros Daily, episode 2 for Tuesday. What's the date today? I can't work it out. What's going on? Tuesday, the 8th of June. There we go. I might need to have a bit more coffee.
In the morning, mate.
Yeah, I might need to have a bit more coffee. Okay, join us tomorrow for our crazy prediction show here on Euros Daily. See you tomorrow morning, Roz.
In a bit, mate.